college grads 4 years from now will find better jobs. Confidence that single moms working 2 jobs will have a shot at a better job. I want to take just a moment and tell you about an experience I had just last night. It reminded me of something that happened many years ago. I was serving as a leader in the Boy Scouts of America. Got some scouters here, I can tell. We were at a court of honor. Big Formica table at the front of the room. I was seated at the end next to an American flag on a flagpole. And the person who was speaking was the scoutmaster from Monument, Colorado. He described the fact that his troop wanted to have a very special American flag. So they bought one and had it flown above the Capitol building. Came back home, they wanted it to go on the space shuttle. NASA agreed. He said the boys were so proud looking from their home rooms at school on the TV sets there. They saw the Space Shuttle Challenger launch into the air, and then they saw it explode on the TV screen. And he said he called NASA a couple of weeks later and said, "Have you found any remnant of our flag?" And they hadn't. He said he called every week, month after month, nothing. Finally, sometime later, he was reading an article in the newspaper, and it mentioned the debris that was collected from the Challenger disaster. And there was a note about a flag, and so he called NASA and said, "Have you found some part of our flag?" And NASA said, "In fact, we have a presentation to make to your boys." So NASA came, and the Boy Scout troop gathered, and they were presented with a plastic container, and they opened it up, and there was their flag in perfect condition. And he said, "That's it on the flagpole next to Mr. Romney at the end of the table." And I reached over and touched a hold of that flag and pulled it out. And it was as if electricity was running through my arm. Because I thought about the sacrifice of those men and women in our space program who put themselves in harm's way for learning, for pioneering, for us. It's part of the American spirit to live for something bigger than yourself. I see it in the men and women who serve in our military and have served us over the years. They serve us for liberty, for freedom, for hope and prosperity. I love all the verses in that wonderful hymn, America the Beautiful, but one in particular stands out. "Oh, beautiful for heroes proved in liberating strife, who more than self their country love, and mercy more than life." Would our veterans and members of the armed forces please raise your hands and be recognized? We Americans live for things bigger than ourselves. Our schools, our churches, our families, our nation. I think about my sister. My sister Lynn is in her 70s. Her husband died a few years ago. She has 8 children, 7 of them married, kids of their own. The 8th child was born Down syndrome. He's now 43 years old. He lives at home with his mom. And she devotes her time and her care to helping that child and has all of his life for 43 years. She's a hero to me. I love America's moms, single moms, dads that make a difference for their families. This Christmas, I'm thinking of all the couples that are not going to be exchanging gifts with one another so they can make sure and have a great Christmas for their kids. Think of all the single moms who are scraping and saving to get by so they can make sure and have a good meal on the table for their kids at the end of the day. Think of all the dads and the moms that are working 2 jobs so they can buy the kind of clothes that their kids need so they won't stand out in school. We're a generous people. We give to others in need. We live for things bigger than ourselves. And on November 6th, we can come together for a better future. And on November 7th, we're going to get to work. I'd like you to reach across the street to that neighbor with the other guy's yard sign. And we'll reach across the aisle in Washington to people of good faith in the other party. It's much more than our moment. It's America's moment of renewal and purpose and optimism. We've journeyed far and wide in this great campaign for America's future. And now we're almost home. One final push will get us there. We've known many long days and short nights, and now we're close. The door to a brighter future is there. It's open. It's waiting for us. I need your vote. I need your work. I want you to walk with me. Let's walk together. We're taking back